What's up, everybody? This is Bill Burr, and I'm about ready to do an AMA IRL, whatever the fuck that means. All right, here we go. I'm going. All right, what character on F is for Family do you relate to the most? Who's your favorite character? Oh, that's hard. Well, obviously, I'm probably the most like Frank Murphy and Bill. Kevin is me as I got older, minus the drugs. I boozed, but I didn't mess with drugs. But I definitely got into music the way he did.
You're the wizard, you dildo.
And then I think Vic, the life he was leading, was probably the life that I fantasized about.
Keep on trucking, Chief.
Hey, Bill Burr, who is your favorite comedian and why? Favorite comedian all time would be Richard Pryor. That would be because he introduced me to a level of performance that was just above and beyond anything I had ever seen or heard before. Specifically his albums, the way he would do the different character voices and the way he would tell the stories.
And you'll be scared when you have your first boxer, right? You'll be like...
When I think about his bits, it's funny, I'm not seeing Richard Pryor, I'm seeing the people in the bit. Yeah, if I didn't know about Richard Pryor, like I wouldn't understand that that level of genius was out there. What did you ever do with that bottle of 15-year-old scotch I gave you on the streets of Cleveland before your show a few years ago? Well, first of all, thank you. 15-year-old, you spent a lot of money. Well, if it was before November 24th, 2018, I drank it. After the show. Thank you very much. 15-year-old scotch. Everybody makes fun of Cleveland. Look at that, huh? How does your family feel about F is for Family? Anything hit too close to home for them? As far as I know, none of them really watch it. They're all busy. They don't care what I do. Hey, Bill, what's your favorite city to perform in / visit? I kind of love them all. Sort of my favorite ones to perform in, I guess what they label as B and C cities. You just meet all these people, you get to see what they do for fun, and then you ask them where the food spots are or where the good bars are.
You know, after 3 days of eating in England, I now understand why Gordon Ramsay is so fucking mad all the time.
Seattle, Vancouver, Portland, Oregon, that's all cool. I try to do a gig in Eureka, California forever. I love going through the South. East Coast is where I'm from. Midwest is where my, a lot of my family tree is from. So I kind of love it all. And then going out to like Montana was killer. I just saw all these old cars in people's backyards, and all I could think of was Richard Rawlings on Fast and Loud having a field day. All right, what is the very best cheese? I like a milder cheese. You go further in, deeper into the woods, it becomes obnoxious. Like if the cheese was a person, they'd be a hipster. You know what I mean? Recently, the shredded mozzarella, putting that on top of anything. Yeah, you gotta love that. If it was a person, it'd be a good shit. They'd help you move. You did something fucked up, they'd forgive you and they wouldn't tell anybody about it. I think this one is just funny. Hello, just want to say you were perfectly cast in Mandalorian. Woo! I think I wrote this one. I look forward to see many more appearances with you acting like a tough guy. Key point, acting like a tough guy. You can be the redheaded Jason Statham. Hey, I'll do any acting gig they give me. I'll do it for the most part, unless it's the full Monty. No one wants to see that. All right. Hey, what's up, Bill? At what age did you know you wanted to be a comedian for the rest of your life? And what event was the most impactful in this decision? Thanks. Sorry for my awful English. Your English was perfect. I always loved stand-up comedy, but it didn't seem like it was possible. When I was a kid, there was, 3 TV channels and Hollywood was a zillion miles away. It wasn't until I was working in a warehouse and I met this guy. He was into comedy at the same level I was, and he was as funny as I was, if not funnier.
If it's funny, fucking laugh. If it isn't, just fucking sit there and I'll know it's time to move on.
We used to go out drinking and we would watch stand-up comedy. One night he just said, Bill, we're funnier than these guys. A lot of these guys. It was like the late 80s, so they were throwing anybody with a pulse on TV. And then he said, one of these days I'm going to take a shot at Jack Daniels and just go on stage. When he said that, just something clicked. All of a sudden it wasn't on TV. It was sitting next to me. It's like, well, if he could try it, then I could try it. And if he's saying you can just walk on stage, there must be stages here in Massachusetts.
Listen, you guys were so awesome. Thank you so much.
I used to just fantasize about all of this stuff, but I wasn't doing anything to make anything happen. So thank God he said that to me, because I learned to speak up instead of just being quiet and thinking I had some angel on my shoulder that was going to look out for me. Where does F is for Family rank on your scale of your favorite things you've ever worked on? Is it cathartic at all getting to work on something that's funny, but at the same time still so raw and relatable, especially for a cartoon? It's been a priceless experience as far as the people that I've met. I learned how to write a script finally. As far as it being like cathartic, you know what it is? It's just great to finally have something that you can actually write the dialogue or have a say in it.
I speak in plain English, or did you fucking fuck that too?
I got a D plus in English.
Oh, a D plus!
A lot of the stuff that happened to me, well, all of this stuff, I was looking at it through a kid's eyes. That was my whole universe, so everything had the weight of a national tragedy if it happened to you when you're a kid.
You were supposed to watch me, but now I'm dead!
Hey, Billy Bareback, congrats on the new baby bump. Thank you. Would you rather have a competent house painter or a full head of red hair? Go fuck yourself. Oh, a competent house painter. At this point in my life, what am I gonna do with a full head of hair? Go to a singles bar? Hey, ladies! Who wants a 52-year-old ginger? Yeah, I'd rather have a competent house painter. I have a two-part question. It's a two-parter. In season 2 of The Mandalorian, will we see a lot of your character? I don't know. They have to tell me. Do you know something? I don't know. I think they might have wrapped, so I don't think I get in on season 2. Is there an episode of F is for Family that is very special to you at all? Yeah, there's a number of scenes. In the pilot episode, when Bill is up in the tree and the big kids are throwing a bunch of rocks at him and then fireworks.
Stop it!
I'm gonna be a cop.
That happened to me and my best friend when I was a kid. There were no fireworks. We exaggerated it, but we were up there hanging on, crying, and that was just such a regular day back then. Hey, Billy Fuckface. We're having our first kid, a baby boy. Do you have any advice for first-time parents? Yes, I do. Get as much help as you possibly can. Relatives, a night nurse, anything you can do. Every other country seems to do it. For some reason, this country is just like you do it by yourself or you're some sort of sellout. I don't know what. Then I would be very selective as to who you listen to when it comes to other parents. For some reason, like, parents just like to forecast gloom and doom if their kid is older than you. Don't listen to them.
You stay good, Bill. I failed you, brother, but you're turning out great.
It doesn't have to be the way all these assholes will say it's going to be. You're going to be fine, all right? And congratulations. It'll be the greatest experience of your life. You will die without regrets, hopefully. Thank you guys so much for watching F is for Family on Netflix. Au revoir.